I knew I needed to come back, and I had to have a procedure done. And someone had spoken, said, God said, if you go back, it's going to be 10 times worse. Well, I had the one voice saying, you need to go have this procedure done. Then I had, this woman of God, whom I trust dearly, said, God said, if you go back, it's going to be 10 times worse. Well, I come to let you know that when we landed, it was 10 times worse. Um, I had different things set aside, different plans of how this procedure was supposed to go, who was going to be in position, who was willing to step in and be a help. Well, when we got back, everything had changed. It was just like there was never no plans or nothing in order. And that's when things really got rough. That's when, we went through some really tough moments. And not with strangers, and I'm gonna leave that right there. And then it brought back to me, well, God did say if we went back, but I just felt like I needed to go and get this procedure done. But I now looking back, I think the enemy used that to get me. Well, we was in fear. I'm just gonna be honest. It was just fear, because at the time neither one of us was working. The little money that we did have, everything was going to the room, and so we really, we were just tired. Honestly, we were just tired from going from hotel to hotel. We were just tired, and so it just sounded like it was a little easier to just go back, get the procedure done. And if it was really meant for us to be back out here, then God would make a way. Well, it got pretty bad. It got pretty bad. It hurts when you have been there for people all of your lives, and then the one time that, you need help, or you need assistance, or you need a word of encouragement, nobody was available. And that was a hard pill. And so we ended up in a hotel there, and so we was there for about 3 or 4 months. And even there, God had people, destiny helpers, just helping sustain us, not because we asked, but because God had them on an assignment. God had them part of the mission so that we can complete the mission. When God calls us to something, he calls other people as helpers to align to help, so that this mission can flourish, so this mission can come to pass. It's nothing that we asked for. It's nothing that we prayed for. It was the call. And all we did was simply answer the call. And so we was there for about 4 months, I do believe, or maybe a little bit longer. I'm really not sure. And God had, specific people in place that was a part of the mission. And we thank God for each and every one of you. But with that being said, when the opportunity presented again, when God, brought it back for us to come back here again, I'm just like, Lord, I don't feel like going through what we went through before. I don't feel like going from hotel to hotel, I just don't feel like going through that. But I remember we both was watching a lady that we watch religiously, like she's good. And she said, God said, just go where I sent. Don't worry about the details. Don't worry about nothing. Just go where I'm sending you. In other words, just obey, just as Abraham. But it happened so fast that God didn't even give us the opportunity, the chance, the moment to even talk ourselves out of it. And things just began to fall in place. That's how I knew it was God, because of just how things began to flow and fall in place. And the people that my son contacted was right on board. See, when it's God, you're going to know it's God. You're going to know it's him. And so with that being said, everything just aligned. We got here. I'm sitting on a plane, and that's when the moment it said, well, where you going to stay? Where you going to lay your head? Where you going to sleep? Because we don't know anybody. And I just thought to myself, I said, well, I'm in the air now. Ain't I can't do nothing with those questions now. I'm so many feet up in the air, ain't nothing I can do. And the first night we slept at the airport, which we've done that before. Can you all hear me? I want to make sure this thing ain't froze. Give me a thumbs up, a heart, or something. Just let me know, because I don't know, for some reason I can't pull it up on this phone. I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but I don't want to be just talking. Okay, thank you. So, not knowing where we was going to sleep, but somebody spoke and said, I feel it in my spirit, y'all going to meet somebody. And when you meet somebody at the airport, y'all going to have a place to stay. Well, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that sounds good, but I kind of doubt that that's going to happen.